Hey everybody, welcome to Movie3Some. Our guest today from Shadowhunters, Isaiah Mustafa is here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And bonus, today is your birthday, so we got you some cupcakes. And yay, you got to go to the Super Bowl. Your wish came true.
I was gonna say, look at this. So good. And my team won too.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Learning the fact that you were a Broncos fan and going.
My buddy played quarterback for the Broncos back in I think he retired in 2007, 2008. Okay. Jake Plummer. The only man to ever beat Tom Brady 3 times, 2 times in the playoffs.
That's a good friend.
But I went with him, and I always go to the Super Bowl with him, and we just kind of have a good time. And he was my college quarterback. So
You took your love for sports, and you have a hockey show that you do as well too.
I do. I love this wild game of hockey. So I created this show with the help of Todd Roy and Eddie Bernard, and we call it the 7-Minute Hockey Show.
What's a typical show?
You know what you guys do here?
Yeah.
Throw hockey in the middle.
Okay.
Weird bets.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get water balloons thrown at you.
Well, it's not water balloons, it's beer. But
Beer balloons.
How do I get on that show?
What?
Eddie does beer balloon bongs, and then he plays the drums at the same time while I sit on the couch. We interview a guest.
You have a pretty cool relationship with sports and football in general because the whole Old Spice viral campaign also started during the Super Bowl.
Actually, I can't say that because the commercial never aired on the Super Bowl. That's the biggest misnomer about it. It actually aired before the Super Bowl and
Like during
after
pregame.
on YouTube.
Oh,
Because,
really?
Yeah, that was that's why advertising companies now, that's why they show you the commercial before the Super Bowl, is because they found out what happened when Old Spice stumbled upon this formula.
Let's talk about Shadowhunters. So I want to talk about as far as fantasy, the supernatural. Like, was that a genre that you're just interested in general, but even before being on the show?
I love sci-fi fantasy, and I've always wanted to play some sort of superhero or something like that. So I never thought I'd be Luke Garraway, playing Luke Garraway on Shadowhunters, but it's fun. I like doing it.
Going back to what you said as far as being a fan of the supernatural movies and fantasy, what are some of the favorite ones that you've seen, I'd say in the last 2 years?
I like Days of Future Past. I mean, I'm a big X-Men fan, so I dive in. There's a couple things I didn't like, but I don't know, I'm a purist, so when you read comic books so much, you really want it to follow. But then you think about it, like, I couldn't do it any better, so I should shut my mouth and just enjoy the product that's put in front of me, right?
So how did you feel about the X-Men Apocalypse trailer that was during the Super Bowl?
I was at the Super Bowl, so
You haven't watched it online after?
Oh, interesting. You'll see it.
it was great, though.
Lucky for you, there's a playlist on Movie Clips that has all that stuff, and we talked
look
about
at
it.
that segue.
We talked, thank you. Tiffany and myself did a whole breakdown of all the trailers, of all the TV spots.
And bonus little tidbit. Oscar Isaac in Ex Machina, in Apocalypse,
Yes.
and also in The Force Awakens. So apparently that guy is the one you go to for sci-fi fantasy.
Also in the slums of Beverly Hills. Is that true? No? Wasn't he in that movie?
If you got it right, you should yell at everybody for doubting
I
it.
wouldn't yell at anyone. I'd shame you.
You should. I would.
I might put you in the penalty box and you come over to my house.
Is
I was
there?
like, that sounded kind of inappropriate.
The penalty
What?
box?
You're
Talking
the
about the
one.
hockey show. There's a penalty box,
You
right?
said, if you come over, I'll put you in the penalty box.
Well, because there's an ice rink in my garage.
And it's hockey.
We were not at the Super Bowl,
No.
but we did get to make some wagers. We
didn't do it last
backtrack.
week.
We tried to get back from Sundance.
And she got us lost.
I did not get us
You
lost.
watched that footage.
Did you guys drive?
You said go right.
No, I said left.
No.
I said right when you said left. I said right. I should be home, laying by a pool, relaxed. Now I gotta poop.
All right, you see clearly it was Tiffany's fault from that clip. It was your fault. I will go first, and we will bet on Deadpool, and I will say Deadpool is going to make $61.5 million opening weekend.
I am gonna say that Deadpool is going to make $56 million opening weekend.
I think that's a safe bet. It's got like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Make sure you put the hashtag losershoulds in the comments below and on Twitter and on Facebook. Please, something terrible will happen to Kristian next week because I'm gonna win.
All right, speaking of Deadpool, it is time for today's topics.
Yay!
All right. So it's all about Deadpool.
Yeah.
Made the wager. Now, I have a question for both of you guys, both comic book movie fans. It's rated R. We know that's kind of one of the reasons that you went a little lower in your prediction. So the question, Isaiah, that I have to you is, do you think that this Deadpool needed to be rated R? Could it have succeeded as a PG-13 film?
No. Well, I just think he's crazy. I mean, anytime you have a crazy person, you want to explore all the, facets of their personality. Right. And I think an R-rated movie kind of allows you to go places that you wouldn't normally go for, like with PG-13.
Could they have made a PG-13 movie? Sure. Would it have been as good as what they made with rated R? No way.
No.
And after seeing it, I can say that because
You've seen it?
Yes.
We both have.
And
You both have?
Both have.
Get out of here.
It's true.
Why
We
haven't I
didn't go to
seen
the
it?
Super Bowl,
You were
so
the
we got to
Super
see the
Bowl.
movie,
Who's
okay?
complaining?
Everybody
the
saw
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Everybody
You were
knows who
there.
won, who lost.
You were there with the
Nobody knows.
Bronco, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Everybody in here saw what happened. We don't all know what happened in
But you
Deadpool.
can see it on
But you will be
Friday.
able to. There's other stuff too. Ryan Reynolds, though, finally gets to portray Deadpool the way that he wanted to. He's played Green Lantern before. Even Ryan Reynolds himself knows that there's a little bit of negative.
I kind of liked him in Green Lantern.
You did?
I did. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think this is the one that people are going to really remember him for as.
I just get mad every time you like say, because you say it with this like thing of like, I've seen it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he does all of that and like, ugh.
Because we saw it.
Yeah, we've seen the movie. It was really good. You should check it out. So fans will love it when they get to see it. And
Oh, and there's tons of Easter eggs in the movie that we saw.
right. And if you're an X-Men fan, you're really gonna love it because it's a great movie.
That we saw and you didn't. Well, something that you can do that we haven't done yet is play a little game.
Oh,
You up for
let's-
it?
Get revenge.
Wow, okay. Let's do that. I'd love to do that.
Why
Game time! So it is game time, and the game that we want to play today has a superhero theme, but it is called Bass Ackwards. Okay? It's going to be different words that are the opposite of the actual title. So, for example, Nurse Normal, and the actual title is
Doctor Strange.
Yes. Okay, so are you guys ready for this?
Ready.
So the first one is Lieutenant Canada, the Summer Peacemaker.
Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Nice! That was fast.
Good. That was good.
That was pretty crazy.
He
Okay. Bird Woman, never.
Batman Forever.
Are you even trying? Geriatric, normal, pacifist rabbits.
What's the
Teenage
opposite?
Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes! Oh my gosh, Christian got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was-
move,
that-
man.
I don't know how rabbits and turtles are opposite.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either, but
The tortoise and the hare.
yeah.
Yeah.
What would be the
let's go.
opposite of a turtle?
Well, there is no opposite of a turtle.
Yeah. So,
A hare. Heaven Girl.
Hellboy.
That is correct. Living Pond.
Living Pond?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Living Pond. What's the opposite of living?
Dying? Dead. Pool.
There you go.
Oh, see. Opposite. Pond and pool.
Yeah, oh man.
Pond and a pool. It's the same freaking thing. It's different, but not F this game.
Why don't you just let Isaiah have this win? Stop being a sore
He was
loser.
on the same point with me.
I am on his side on this one, so
See?
I forfeit my win just to join your team.
Thank you.
I just want to say a huge thank you to Isaiah for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Had a good time.
Thanks.
It's hot in here. I'm sweating like an M&M in a Skittle factory.
Don't worry about it, because now it's time to end the show.
Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click right over there. Like right there.
And watch past episodes right here.
Wow.
And download the Fandango Movie Clips app on your smartphone and catch us next week on
Movie3Some!